and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having an amazing day. Happy Tuesday to all you beautiful people out there in the world. A, I apologize for the lighting, and B, I apologize for the camera quality, and C, I apologize if you guys can tell I am currently recording from my phone. So if you see the black screen on this video, that is why, because I am recording long ways from my phone. But I wanted to come on here and I wanted to share something with you guys of how God is moving in my life. So the reason why I haven't been posting as frequently as I would like to is because I like to say that I was going through a very tough time. These past couple of months have been quite dreadful, have been depressing, have been overwhelming, and just pretty much just not good for me to come on here. I've lost the energy to even post videos as frequently as I would like to post, just because I was going through a private transition in my life and I needed clearance. I needed to repair myself. I needed to restore myself. And there's a fly that keeps flying around me. So sorry guys if you guys see that fly. I've been trying to get him out for quite a while, but he just refuses. That was the reason why I have been taking kind of like a break. I just wanted to clear my mind, clear my head, try to think positive, say positive things, but it has not been easy for me. So if you ever find yourself as a Christian and you're going through the most toughest season of your life, where you feel like the emotions is coming in, you're feeling dreadful, you're feeling exhausted, you're just feeling overwhelmed and just over emotional. Your mind is a wreck. You're losing yourself spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Don't think you're the only one, because you're not. I know for these past couple of months has been hard. I'm not going to sit here and pump fake or lie. You know, it's been hard for me. And it was times that I was questioning God. It was times that I wondered if God ever heard my prayer, if he, if he's listening. Why does this have to happen to me? I have such a big heart. I don't have much, but I'll give my last to a stranger. Why is this happening to me? And I would constantly question myself. And every time I try to do good or I try to be good, I felt like God was torturing me left and right, left and right. Let me just tell you how amazing our Father is. I don't know if you want to call this a testimony. I don't know if you want to call this just me speaking. I don't know what you want to call it. But for me, God has transitioned and moved in my life, and he has never left me. When I felt like he wasn't answering my prayers, when I felt like he just disappeared, I was knocked off my feet to believe how God works. God works in the most mysterious ways. But if you open yourself up to him and you allow him to use you and you allow him to enter into your heart, enter into your soul, and wholeheartedly trust God, trust him, he is going to make moves in your life that you didn't think was possible. So I'm living alone. I am supporting myself. I'm supporting my dog and her medical problems. And it's just a lot of personal issues, right? So I'm on an income where it doesn't pay that much. And I said, okay, this is when the season where I started to question God. I'm like, why is this happening to me? I know when everything happened, I expected it to happen because that's the way I wanted it to. But do I feel like I just keep getting hit with bullets left to right? Like, when is it going to stop? When is it going to end? When is enough going to be enough? Until I just gave up. I gave up. I gave up questioning him. I gave up trying to understand the path he had for me. I gave up. I did not just say to God, I trust in you. I'm opening myself to you. I'm allowing you to use me. I showed it. I felt it. It's one thing to just speak of it off of your lips, but it's another thing to feel it in your heart. When I felt like it was just too much to bear, When I felt like I am not going to get out of this hole, I am trusting in you, and there's nothing I can do because it's not up to me. I had to feel it. When I said that prayer to God, my attitude changed. Remember, these past couple of months, I didn't want to speak to anyone. I became more introverted than I am. I just numbed. I just felt numb. I started to show respect towards people. I started to smile towards people. I started to give to people. I started to welcome people. I started to hear people problems and gave them good solutions. I started to give and give and give to people and learn to smile while I'm going through this transition in my life. Not only has God blessed me with a fixed income, through people who are true followers of him, because there were people from my church, my friends from my church, some who might watch this channel, hey guys, who pretty much just been there for me, gave me the positive energy that I need, the motivation that I need, the inspiration that I need. Just being in their presence alone made me feel like I am worthy and God is not leaving me. God will never leave me. Not only did he have hope for me, and not only did he see that I am allowing him to use me and I am opening myself up to him, but I spent time with these girls, and I haven't spent time with them in months. I spent time with these girls where I met someone who is doing this job where it's pretty much like you working for yourself and you're getting paid more than you would have if you were working for someone else. Not only did she help me get that job, which I have, but I was able to have 3 other jobs call me in that week frame. You can't tell me God, you did not tell me that wasn't God. You cannot tell me that wasn't God. And these are jobs that I applied to for months. One of the jobs that called me back was the job that I was working for last year, and they wanted me to come back. You can't tell me. And it's crazy because the person who called me sent me an email and said, your file went on my desk. Your file was on my desk. I haven't worked for them since last year. You cannot tell me God does not exist and he does not hear your prayers. That could not have been nobody else but him. But him. And I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, that sounds too good to be true. There's nothing ever too good for God. If you open yourself up to him, if you don't just say it, but you feel it through your heart, through your soul, and you treat the rest of his children the way that you would want to be treated, you are going to watch him transform into your life for the better. You may feel like you're getting hit with bullets left and right. But those bullets that you are getting hit with, they might sting. They might feel painful. But that's because it is bouncing off of the armor that God has created for you. It will not be permanent. It will not be permanent. Trust in him and watch him move mountains in your life. I am telling you, that could not have been anyone else but him. That could have not been anyone else but him. God gave us this unique power of free will. God has the power to make everyone believe in him. But that's not how our God rolls. Our God gives us a choice to choose for ourselves if we shall follow him or not. God gives us a choice to choose if we are going to allow him to work in our life. God is going to give us a choice to choose if we are going to allow him to come into our hearts, into our soul, and to walk the path with us or to spread the journey ahead that he may have on us. God will not leave you. God is going to give you the most toughest challenges and trials and regulations in your life because you are one of his toughest soldiers. And he will not give you anything that you cannot handle. I know a lot of people say that I've heard this before and I've been through that and I've been through this. But let me tell you something. For months, for years, I asked of God, gain me patience. Lord, gain me patience. Give me patience. Give me patience into my life. How can I be more patient like you, Father? How can I be more patient like you? God decided to have me, he decided to allow me to have patience when I am going through the worst, toughest season in my life. And if you can go through that time and season in your life where you feel like it's a dead end and it's a hole that you cannot bury yourself or get yourself out of, is when you are going to be granted with patience. I have never had as much patience as I have now until I was able to go through these trials, these challenges, and these regulations in my life, until I asked of it from God constantly. And he decided to give it to me. He decided to talk to me and tell me, you need patience, and I'm going to have you grant these patience right in front of you while you are going through this storm, because I am going to give you shelter. I am going to give you hope. I am going to give you faith. If you believe in me, if you trust in me, and not just what you say, but what you do, where you have to feel it, I am going to grant you patience. You guys, I encourage you. If you are going through the worst challenge in your life where you feel like there is no end, or that you cannot get yourself out of this hole, open yourself to God and watch him restore in your life. Watch him remove and replace people who do not belong there. Watch him remove and replace people who are going to stop you from growing. Watch him remove and replace people who do not mean you well. Watch him. And when he does replace, he is going to replace nothing but good people and good things to happen in your life. Make room for it. Make room. There's never a closet that's too crowded for God. God is going to remove those things that do not belong there and replace them with the things that do. All right, guys, I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys understood the concept of this video, and I hope this was able to reach someone out there in the world. If you are going through something, trials, regulations, whatever you are going through, don't be discouraged. Just believe, gain patience, and watch him move in your life. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next upcoming video very soon. Much peace and love to you all. Bye, guys.